The Bible begins with the most profound statement in all of history. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Genesis 1:1. These words are not merely the start of a story, they are the foundation of everything we know about existence, purpose, and the power of God. Over 6 days, God transformed chaos into creation, shaping every detail with divine intention, and on the 7th day, He rested, marking it as holy. Let's explore this extraordinary narrative and uncover the layers of meaning behind each day of creation. Day 1. The creation of light. The story opens in darkness. Genesis 1:2 describes the earth as without form and void, and darkness was on the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. This imagery of a formless void conveys a world without structure, waiting for God's touch. Then came the first act of creation. God said, "Let there be light," and light instantly appeared. Genesis 1:3. This light wasn't from the sun or stars. They hadn't been created yet. Instead, this was a divine light illuminating the formless earth. God separated the light from the darkness, naming them day and night. This act wasn't just physical, it was symbolic. Light represents God's presence, truth, and order, while darkness often symbolizes chaos and separation from Him. Genesis 1:4 concludes, "And God saw the light, that it was good." This phrase, repeated throughout the creation narrative, reminds us that everything God creates is inherently good. Day 2. The creation of the sky. On the second day, God turned His attention to the waters. Genesis 1:6-7 says, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." The firmament, or sky, acted as a boundary, separating the waters above, perhaps referring to atmospheric moisture or the heavens from the waters below. This act established the heavens, which would later house the clouds, stars, and celestial bodies. God called the firmament heaven, emphasizing its grandeur and purpose. Genesis 1:8. The second day showcased God's ability to bring order and structure to the natural world, creating spaces that would support life. Day 3. Land, seas, and vegetation. Day 3 was marked by both separation and creation. God gathered the waters under the sky into specific places, revealing dry land. Genesis 1:9 records His command, "Let the waters under the heavens be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." He named the dry land earth, and the gathered waters seas, further defining His creation. Then, God brought life to the barren land. Genesis 1:11 says, "Let the earth bring forth grass, the herb that yields seed, and the fruit tree that yields fruit according to its kind." This moment was revolutionary. For the first time, the earth began to sustain life. Plants grew with the ability to reproduce, an intricate system of seeds, growth, and harvest that continues to this day. Genesis 1:12 notes, "And God saw that it was good." Each plant served a purpose, whether for nourishment, beauty, or ecosystems yet to be established. This day reminds us of God's care in providing not only life, but also sustainability. Day 4. The sun, moon, and stars. With the earth taking shape, God turned to the heavens. On the 4th day, He created lights to govern time and seasons. Genesis 1:14-16 describes, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and seasons, and for days and years." God made 2 great lights, the greater light, the sun, to rule the day, and the lesser light, the moon, to rule the night. He also created the stars, countless celestial bodies that fill the vastness of space. These lights had dual purposes. Practically, they marked time, guiding humanity's days, months, and years. Spiritually, they served as signs of God's order and power. The stars in particular have long inspired awe and wonder, reminding us of Psalm 19:1. "The heavens declare the glory of God, the skies proclaim the work of His hands." Day 5. Birds and marine life. On the 5th day, life filled the waters and skies. Genesis 1:20 recounts, "Let the waters abound with an abundance of living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the face of the firmament of the heavens." God created sea creatures of every kind, from the smallest fish to the great leviathans mentioned in Job 41. The skies became home to birds of all species, their songs echoing God's creativity. He blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let birds multiply on the earth." Genesis 1:22. This blessing highlights God's desire for life to flourish in abundance. Day 6. Land animals and humanity. Day 6 began with the creation of land animals. Genesis 1:24-25 describes the diversity of life God brought forth. Let the earth bring forth the living creature according to its kind, cattle and creeping thing and beast of the earth, each according to its kind. Then came the pinnacle of creation, humanity. Genesis 1:26 says, "Let us make man in our image, according to our likeness." God created Adam and Eve, setting them apart from all other creatures. Unlike animals, they were made in His image, with the capacity for reason, creativity, and a relationship with their Creator. Genesis 1:28 recounts God's command to them, "Be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it. Have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth." God provided every plant and fruit for their sustenance, emphasizing His provision and care. Day 7, God rests. On the seventh day, God's work was complete. Genesis 2:2-3 says, "And on the seventh day God ended His work which He had done, and He rested on the seventh day from all His work which He had done." This rest wasn't due to exhaustion, but to signify completion and holiness. God blessed the seventh day, setting it apart as a day of rest, a rhythm later reflected in the Sabbath commandment, Exodus 28:11. The deeper message of creation. The creation story is more than an account of how the world began. It's a declaration of God's sovereignty, power, and love. Every detail reveals His intentional design and purpose. As we reflect on creation, we are reminded of our responsibility to steward the earth and honor the Creator who made it all.